Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Save with Crypto. My name's Save with Crypto, and below me is Maff, who isn't normally here on Wednesday. So, hello, Maff. How you doing?
Hello. Hey, good. Thank you. Yes, quite energized at the moment.
Energized.
Although I might suddenly just flag out a bit because I've been recording this video that we're looking at for like several hours actually. so yeah,
Okay.
I suddenly conk out.
Okay. So, right. So typically, Maff showed up about sort of 3 seconds before we're about to go live, and started talking about some stuff he's been doing here with Claude Code, and I think everyone's going to be interested. So I'm gagging to hear what you've been doing. So should we do it?
Lollygagging to hear.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. So should we do a bit of that first, or should we have an
Yeah, sure.
emergency? Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll have a look at that crypto
Actual
stuff.
Bitcoin prices and things.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'll actually be really careful not to actually move anything on here at the moment. I mean, not that it'd really matter, but because I've been recording kind of vibe coding with Claude Code and just updating the price action patterns, or PAP widget that's up on the Maftopia website, because there's definite room for improvement there. So I've been doing a lot of that, well, virtually all of that before with Google Gemini. So see, I'm already going like because my brain's just is worn out now. But in any case, yeah. So with Google Gemini, Gemini Canvas specifically, I was vibe coding the first couple of versions of this, and it actually works really well, to be honest. It's fair play to Gemini, got really good results from it.
yeah.
But I thought in any case I would give it a go with Claude Code just to sort of compare the experiences really. And Claude Code has been bloody brilliant. It's just like it's Gemini impressive, Claude Code just different level. It is on a different level. So yeah. So essentially, so what it's just done, because I asked it to, was go through. It did like a full audit of everything that's essentially each chart pattern. I think it said that there are 76 patterns in the overall thing through all these different categories and things, and so if I sort of click through them, like so, Doji, like so, and it kind of audited each one for correctness. Like in this one, for example, abandoned baby. Oh, it moves the abandoned baby further away from the parents.
Oh no,
so mean. But in any case, it's because before it was down here, it's kind of a bit too close to those. That's a bearish abandoned baby, raised by bears. I guess the bullish one is also raised by bulls, and it's raised by bulls. No, raised by bears, but bulls, and again, like further away from the reaching parents or whatever. So, and what this is also done, because I asked it to, is
hang on a minute. How does that actually happen? Does that happen like at the end of a session or something? How do you get the gap?
well, these gaps are quite common. I think just anywhere except like the Bitcoin on the big exchanges where there's lots of liquidity. But obviously, if you even with Bitcoin, obviously if you zoom right into like a sort of sub 1 minute time frame, you obviously do see the gaps, because it's always like the passive sell orders are just like they're waiting, passive buy orders as well, I suppose. They're waiting to be triggered by the active orders, and so obviously there are jumps in the order book, just kind of the way it is. But yeah, normally I guess we just don't really see that in our world, but yeah, I guess like on the S&P 500, you kind of see it. Certainly things like the gold price, I suppose. You don't have to zoom in too far. But yeah, so it's that sort of thing when there's just a big old price move, and so it's leapt. That in itself is significant. But then it just did that, and then let back up, you'd kind of see very quickly, like, oh, this is a reversal. This is a strong reversal pattern, but it is rare, as it says there. So in any case, so what this also did as part of this is it's added more details to the description, because beforehand each one was maybe a sentence or two, but it's added like one of the rarest and most reliable reversals, true gaps at either side are uncommon in 24 hours. Yeah, so like Bitcoin or Forex, you don't really see that, these big gaps, as he pointed out. So, but yeah, there's that. And I think another one that it sorted out was maybe there might have been that rising wedge. Or did I ask it to do that? I may have asked it to do that one, but sorry, give me a second. Continuation, reversal, one of these. Anyway, is there more reversal things? Market structure.
Did you mention to Claude that you'd got Gemini to do this?
Oh yeah, so originally it was Gemini that I used for this to kind of
but did you tell
do the
Claude
initial thing? Yeah, and a follow-up version. And for this thing, I switched over to Claude Code to essentially
Did you actually tell Claude though that you'd done it with Gemini before? I'm just wondering if it tries to sort of
sabotage it.
I'm better than you, sort of thing,
Exactly. So, or the AI that wrote this first was a total cowboy. Always going to take some fixing. I'm still on my hourly rate. Yeah. So what it also did is it fixed, because there was a thing before. I remember showing this in a live stream, noticing that it was broken. So if we go to the level peak variant, that's now fixed. Whereas before, the right hand kind of upward pointing, what do we call those when they're upwardly pointing? I dread to think, but yeah. In any case, that was lower than that one, which is not correct for when it's a level peak. So it's that. And in fact, it's also extended this description a bit as well, which is kind of nice. So there's a whole bunch of other improvements that are made in this. Like I could, if I kind of scroll up through this, it just goes on and on and on. I've got several hours of recorded footage, which I'm going to try and edit down to like a 15-minute video, essentially. Although a lot of those several hours were just kind of sitting here waiting while this is churning through, because it's taking like minutes at a time for each change. Yeah, there's also a whole bunch of other stuff, like setup stuff, which will appear at the start of that video. So kind of look forward to that too. I wouldn't mind just getting this to the bit, just to show you where it produces its report. This and the report was kind of where it is that moving. It's going up. It's not just, yeah. God, there's a lot. There we go. Zowie. Okay. Yeah. So the start of its price action patterns audit report, which was it's auditing that previous AI basically and its results. So it read every pattern definition. Blah blah. It told me that in total there's 534 candles being drawn, because that's the sort of details that you want from an audit report. Very specific. 534 candles. Good to know. So the data, on the whole, the data set is in good shape. There's one hard data bug, 2 systematic annotation clarity issues, the double top and bottom, and there's a pennant. Let me find the pennant. Bear pennant. Okay, it's a bit better, but yeah, beforehand that pennant was very, very narrow. But so it's improved. It's like, I think it could even just do a bit more of that, of like widening that. But in any case, it's a bit better. But yeah, just going up zip up even more. Because one of the things you do find coding with Claude Code is there's just it's forever stopping to ask permission for things. So I was kind of telling it to update its kind of global instructions in its main claude.md file, markdown file, that it to just kind of avoid doing these specific things that end up triggering a permissions prompt, like, you know, do you mind if I go and do this? One of the things was about simple expansion within bash commands. So every time that happened, it was pausing to say, oh, this command is going to cause simple expansion. Is that okay? And I was like, do I care? You know, whatever. But there was a global instruction to make it stop doing that, but it had forgotten it. And so, but then it told me that I should probably put these into hooks rather than just like the global instructions, because the global instructions are a bit non-deterministic. It's more like, does it see that as important today? Like probabilistically, other stuff in it, you know, in its like inference that it's working through, when it's working, is it might deem to be more important. Whereas if you put something into a hook, then it's like a auto lint, like it monitors each bit of code or a bash command or anything, and it absolutely does that check and it'll stop. So hooks are better for things like that, so they don't get lost in all of the you know, the stuff, the details of everything else that's going on, and so on and so on. There's so much of it. I'm going to try and whittle it down to a quick video essentially, but keep the interesting stuff, I think. But in any case, yeah, so this the updated version will go up onto the Maftopia website soon, and things like this, it improved these annotations, the annotation drawings a bit as well, inverted cup and handle and so on. So one last thing that I'm going to ask it to do is add in like a URL path for each of these. So if I select bear pennant, that would change to like /bear pennant in the path. And so then you'd be able to bookmark those or send someone a link to the bear pennant thing, which I think would be quite nice to be able to do that. And then if you load the page with /bear pennant on there, it'll just load that. And the nice thing then as well is that should go into the browser history. So then if you like click the back button on the browser, it'll go back through the previous patterns that you'd been looking at, which I think would be kind of nice. So that I'm going to ask it to make that change next.
Okay.
And that'll probably wrap up that video then, because there'll be plenty of stuff in there. Should we get back to the scheduled program anyway?
Yeah. Okay. Just trying to think the best way to do this actually, because Bitcoin just had a bit of a dump. But
oh, do you want to switch to your screen share?
Hang on, not quite, because I'm not quite ready, but I can be.
Okay, sure.
So sorry, just realised I was looking at it on a different computer, on a different screen. So that's okay. Right, you can switch back to me if you want.
Okay, if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, but I was born ready.
Yes, evidently.
Do you know that reference?
I've heard it a lot, and is from some film, I think.
It was from Spaced. You know the show with Simon Pegg.
Was that actually where it came from?
Yeah, because there was a bit.
I thought it went much further back than that.
Yeah, there was. Well, maybe it is. I don't know, but like there was a bit where Simon Pegg's best mate is the guy who does Robot Wars or Robot Club, and he kind of said like, you know, right, you ready? And he goes, yeah, I'm ready. I was born ready. He said, "Yeah, but are you ready now?" He went, "Oh yeah." Anyway, I quite like that. It's quite funny. Right, so
you had to be there, I'm sure.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I'm just gonna origin of I was born ready. Sorry to disbelieve you on that one. You've reached your 5-hour limit in Claude Code. Yeah, I've been absolutely pummeling the thing, pounding,
Are you on
pounding Claude Code.
Which plan are you on? Are you on the regular or the maximum? Or?
The Pro, in order to get Claude Code, but I think it resets in 53 minutes. So
well, there you go. Something to look forward to. Yeah, it's every.
In the meantime, I can ask Gemini. Origin of I was born ready.
It's every 8 hours, isn't it? Anywho,
yeah.
So
searching the web. Yeah. Anyway. I should let you talk about some actual Bitcoin trading stuff.
All right. Okay. All right. I don't know what to say really. Bitcoin. I'm being very well behaved, and I'm not actually in a trade at the moment because I've got to go and do some work this afternoon, like in real life meeting people work, you know. So what I've been noticing though generally is, if we just pop on our indicator Quadzilla, is it's generally just been behaving really well with time frames sort of between 30 minutes and even 4 hours almost. So the 30-minute here, this has been doing all these kind of sort of retracements really nicely, you know, but it's started to come down quite a bit now, and it's sort of leaving these ones behind actually. So I don't know, I mean, without analyzing it too much, I'm just wondering if we're sort of due for a sort of maybe a little bit of upness before it goes into downness. There you go, that's about it. So hang on, let's go to
upwards may become downness. Okay.
Yeah, anyway, so obviously these things here was when I was looking at the EMA crosses on the 5-hour time frame. I'm actually going to look at that because I obviously can't remember what I was doing there. But I think I was noting something that when we get these crosses on the 21 and 55 on the EMAs on the 5-hour, so really that's just been pretty much downhill since Thursday the 18th, which was 2 Thursdays ago, isn't it? So yeah, so I've been coming down for a long time. I just wonder if we are getting near a sort of localish bottom. So I don't know, maybe we get a little bit of a rally in July, and then we dump a lot later in the year. I'm not sure really. Anyway, I was going to get your more professional opinion on that really, but anyway, so that was a completely useless thing to say, all that, wasn't it really? Should we have a look at the comments?
Yes, let's do that actually. Do you want to go through them or shall I?
No, I don't mind really. You can do it.
Anyway, we got.
Oh, that was the flying lizards. Was it the flying lizards or something like that?
Okay, the best things in life are free, but you can't give them. That just reminds me of, is it BBC Two and the Money program in probably the 70s or 80s? They played that song every episode. And I think the first time they played it, it was quite fresh. Like, oh, that's clever, they've done that. But then they did that again the episode after, and after that again. It's like, well, they should find a different song. It's not very kind of witty now. But in any case, yeah.
It was
good song.
It was indeed by the Flying Lizards. There you go.
Okay. Good song, just ruined by BBC Two and the Money program, and I think Kirsty, whatever her name was, she'd always stand with her hands in her pockets, her trouser pockets, when she's talking. I remember thinking, just stop it. You know, you're on TV. Just have a bit more decorum about you. Anyway,
probably eats with a mouth open and.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, food actually falling out. Yeah, anyone who's tuned in, this is the hate channel. we just spend our time hating on everyone and everything.
I do hate the BBC actually, generally.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tell me about it. Well, maybe don't tell me about it, because I think you get the channel banned. Yeah. So hi Scotty, hello, and yeah, he says that to you specifically.
I tell you what, I was watching Dave and Wiz on the Crypto Saving Expert thing this morning, and they were talking about monitors, and Dave said, I'd love a massive curved one, and I just said a comment just saying I'd love a massive straight one, which I would like.
Hey, yeah.
I probably should have said flat, really, shouldn't I? But and the comment got censored, actually, like automatically, I think, by YouTube. Yeah.
Did you say that was on the Stonksy live stream?
It was on the Crypto Saving Expert,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it was with Dave and Wiz,
Yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. I forgot you. So he does that one as well. Yeah. So I think they have their censorship level at probably moderate or something like that, don't they, on theirs? Whereas we have no censorship here at all.
They've got a big list of words which we haven't, because obviously I used to access.
Big straight one is on their forbidden list.
I don't know, but
specific.
I don't know, but they got some really weird words on there. Like, I know my friend Mr. Delta, he was saying, like, I can't believe Dave just ignores everything I say. And I was on the channel at the time, and I said I'll have a look, And it turns out the word Mr. Was actually a banned, just like MR was banned. Because sometimes you get them scams where, like, I've been earning 3.2 Bitcoin a day thanks to Mr. Reginald Bosenket or whatever, and it's always like Mr. somebody or Mrs. whatever. So for that reason, that was banned. But they've got a big list, so I don't know if, like, and it doesn't do pairs. So straight, big one. Maybe it was big one.
Oh, do you think maybe it's that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or
so,
can't be love, surely.
Space Gato, is he here today? We may not be able to tell, because he noted that his comments are being banned on YouTube as well, but he can comment via X. But
I don't know.
Oh, is Space Gato? Are you also Space Cat? Is that you?
Is
that you?
Gato is Portuguese for cat.
Okay. El Gato. So hello, Kaz. Had your comment out there all along. So howdy doody. And so Scotty replies, "Hi, Kaz. I'm going to go through these in minute detail." We'll try and speed up a bit. Scotty, Justin, Taiwan's legislature passes law establishing a regulatory framework for the Bitcoin and crypto industry. We're officially entering a new era of digital finance.
Okay.
That sounds a bit... I think at any time they announce new regulations and things, it's just... probably good. Gone are the sort of Wild West days where, like, with Bitcoin, we're going to screw the governments, viva le whatever. And now it's just like, yay, we've got more Bitcoin regulations, viva le retirement portfolio, essentially. So we've all got old, even the young people. So Aussie, good day, lads. I'm back. What the heck happened? My bags are full of coins worth nothing. Yeah, I know the feeling. By the dip of the dip, but the dip keeps on dipping. That's the trouble, isn't it? So Riley, cute Riley. How's Riley doing in the heat? She climbs into the bottom of the freezer whenever I'm making my smoothies. Bloody hell. lucky that you noticed that she's doing that. So hello everyone, hello. I'm glad you're still able to comment via X, but do check to see if you're actually subscribed to the channel, because we do have that. I don't know, do we actually want that?
I don't know.
The restrictions, you have to be subscribed to comment.
I can change it if you like.
It's worth an experiment. If we suddenly get spammed to high heaven, then we can always switch that back on.
I'll have a look on the other.
Sure. So regarding Scotty's dog, that was. Do you consider open code? I'm using it. It has a free model that I'm abusing a lot, which is not a bad model. Possibly. Is open code just like a free model, I guess? Whose is open code? Is that some?
I don't know. I'm guessing I'm guessing that'd be a Chat GPT thing, would it, or was it something to do with them?
Don't know. Anyway, more info, please. I checked unsubscribed. I guess YouTube just doesn't like me much. Yeah, sorry about that. I really don't know what the problem is there. I think it's a YouTube thing in any case. I'm gonna get some lunch. Be right back. Right, you are. Let us know what you have as well. The Winklevi are selling Bitcoin. They just moved $60 million of Bitcoin to Gemini and $7 million of ETH. This activity pattern matches usual selling patterns from custody to a hot wallet. Yeah. Depends what price they sell it at. As long as they sell it, they put up their ask orders at a nice high price, then we might see the price go up. Kind of depends, doesn't it? So more fear coming in always. So it was the flying lizards. Points to save. Yeah, well done. So you got 3 points. I've got 0 so far. Good to hear it. I hate the BBC. We all do. So no innuendo or double entendres. Then, well, regarding the banned list of words, I guess.
Well, we don't have a list. I don't think. I can't remember where it is. Is it? Community.
Do we have a list? Naughty words list.
No, blocked words. There's nothing in there.
Okay.
Should I put one in there to test it?
If you like, put castrating in there. Talking of, look at that. Mika, in effect today, the EU financially castrating the public again. Perks. Yes, I agree. They are a bunch of absolute perks. So just posted two pics of Riley in the freezer on Discord. If you're not in the Discord, the Save with Crypto Discord, do go and join. You get all sorts of like trading signals and all sorts in there from professional traders like Scotty and Aussie and Kaz and various and sundry. And you also get pictures of Scotty's cute little dog Riley that climbs into the freezer from time to time. Yeah, more importantly. So a big green thing straight to one candle is what we need right now. Yeah.
I actually can't change that. It's on subscribers, but I try and change it. It just doesn't want to. It doesn't. There's not an option to change it.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
Odd. Maybe it's while the live stream is live or something. It could be.
Oh, I tell you what I can do. I can add approved users. So what's Space Gatto's name?
Oh. Yeah, good plan.
What is he?
How
does he spell it?
Bring him up. So it says space_cat.
Space_cat.
Yeah, with a capital S and a capital C. Don't know if that matters or not.
Don't know. We'll see. Space_. Oh.
Have you got the capitalization right?
Yeah, I think so. So Is his logo like? So I'm looking at. Is his logo like a?
I brought up his comment. You can see it. But or maybe also Space Cat. If you are back from getting your lunch, do post your YouTube username either in the Discord. If you want to keep it private, I don't think it matters. We're all YouTube doxed these days. But feel free to post it in the X chat.
Yeah,
your YouTube username, or post it in the Discord or DM save or something along those lines.
I think I've got him actually. So as long as he doesn't type the word castrating, it'll be all right.
Yeah. Everyone type castrating now.
just to test it.
So, by the way, expect volatility, indeed, and it's going to be one of those sorts of days, isn't it? I think. So, I like you, Space Cat. We all do, actually.
Actually, I'm not sure if that was him. If it is, he's got 10.8 subscribers. Don't think that's him at all, is it?
Don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
Maybe when he comes back, we can just we'll just ask him to ready for next time.
But we can probably do that. I had to do that with Mr. Delta for some reason because he obviously, I don't know. He's probably a known terrorist or something,
Did you guys see the Tap Global stablecoin post?
I did. And a lot of people were, well, not a lot of people, but some people with that post were, actually, let me try and find it. Because
while you're doing that, Aussie has found his way around the rude word list, the naughty word list.
In what way?
Well, it's on the post. I'm showing it at the moment.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the thingy. Why don't Tap Global actually put it on their website? On their. That's weird. That is really strange.
Anyway.
Oh, there it is. Okay, right. Okay, so
Stabbled.
Yeah, it's a weird name, isn't it? Stubbled. So there's lots of comments like this one here saying XTP is really abandoned. So a lot of people are getting a bit confused with XTP and the idea of a stablecoin, which is strange.
So what actually is stabbled?
Stabbled, I think there's going to be different variations of it. There's going to be a stabbled euro. Well, there's going to be a stabbled dollar. There's going to be a stabbled GBP. The idea being, if you want to put like GBP into their earn program at the moment, you have to basically convert it into like USDT or something, and then do that. So obviously people don't want to do that. But the idea with that is you'd be able to convert your GBP into stubbled GBP or something, and then stake that for the 8%, which will be swappable, backable on a one-to-one basis with no fee. That's what I've read.
Okay.
I would love to.
So it's nothing to do with XTP, essentially.
No, and I don't really know why people are actually sort of saying, well, what about XTP? Has it been abandoned or something? So, so I don't know.
As long as they can keep it pegged. I mean, it's pretty good. It's good that, in fact, it's very good. I think that Tap are doing this sort of thing. So yeah, as long as they can keep it pegged, it doesn't, and they don't end up, because there's stable coins. This sort of smaller stable coins, I think, often they have a bit of a reputation, don't they? That sometimes they fold. People can't, they can't get their money back out.
Yeah.
So as long as they can keep that side of it good, like they'll always redeem, when withdrawals essentially,
Yeah.
then they're good. And to be honest, given Tap Global's history generally, I would say that's definitely good. It's promising. So that they're a stand-up crew essentially.
Yeah.
So kind of excited for that.
Yeah. So this guy Alexander Reese, he's I think he's just a user, but he's quite bullish on a lot of things. I'm not quite sure why, actually, because he lives in Switzerland, and a lot of the features you can't use in Switzerland because they're a bit weird there. Anyway, but he's on about stabled TapZone family of fully reserved stablecoins. So there'd be a ST USD and ST Euro, ST GBP. A major step forward in building a global payments infrastructure and expanding the Tap ecosystem. I mean, to me, I think the fact that they're talking about that does kind of mean that they've probably got like GBP services on the way. So I think it's good. I think it's a step in the right direction. So we'll see what happens next.
Just very quickly, that's, if I can get that, that's Scotty's dog in the freezer. That's what he just posted that to the Discord.
Oh, sorry. Where? Oh, see, it's on your phone. All right. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tiny image on a tiny window, and some people watching that probably on a phone screen. In any case, so you'll see a pixel, but in any case, it's a very cute dog.
Yeah.
So we join the Discord to get the full resolution picture.
There you go. Yeah, but we generally don't condone the idea of putting dogs in freezers. So be careful out there.
Yeah. So that could become like the next sort of just. I guess it'd be. Oh God, my brain really is going now after that morning of vibe coding and recording it. So it'd be like a bloody hell, that has gone. What's the name of the video streaming where it's short videos, not Twitch?
TikTok.
Yeah, thank you. It'd be a TikTok trend when it just putting in quick little sort of just like videos of people putting their dogs in freezers or something and then photographing them. It'd be the challenge. So I hope not. That'd be awful. Cute if they climb in themselves and they're noticed.
Okay, I noticed Space Cat's come back. Can you put up somewhere your actual YouTube username, because I can't find you to add you to the thingy.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we get on with things and
probably ought to. Yeah. Nearly the end of the thing, isn't it? Should we get started?
Oh,
about 20 minutes to go.
Where on earth am
for me anyway?
Where on earth am I? Where's the StreamYard thing gone? Oh, there it is. Good. I'm not very together myself either, really. And anyway, let's do this. There you are.
Okay then. So, yeah, I took the rather liberty of switching screen shares. So,
That's fine.
hope you don't mind. So essentially, this was actually what got me started along the whole sort of price action patterns widget vibe coding thing this morning, because I just kind of noticed on this. So here we've got a falling wedge. This is on Bitcoin daily price chart thing, and so essentially here, so pretty much a falling wedge. And then I did go over to the actually just find. Give me a second. I didn't really plan this very well or at all. On there, yeah, I went over to this and was like, actually, what is this one? Falling wedge, and that's what's currently on the Maftopia website. And I was thinking, that doesn't really look like a falling wedge at all.
Right.
Like, not very convincingly. It's a sort of sliding down a very shallow decline thing, but not really wedge. So and then I went through a whole like process of vibe coding updates to this widget using Claude Code and various improvements, particularly the falling wedge. So it now shows a better example of that, plus a whole host of other improvements. So recorded all of that, and so that'll be out probably tomorrow, I think, as a Maftopia video. So do watch out for that one. But anyway, on the Bitcoin daily chart, yes, we've got this falling wedge, and it's just kind of looking like it's going to, by the way, sorry about all the other kind of stuff that's on the chart at the moment, doesn't make it overly clear. But in any case, it's looking like it's going to either do, well, it's doing that. It's either going to do that or it's going to do that. And obviously, a falling wedge is kind of a bullish pattern. It's bullish reversal pattern. So, and typically, I think Crypto Rover, I think, said that it breaks to the upside 80% of the time, but that doesn't quite bear out. I've seen other numbers like 68%, 70%, all sorts. But to be honest, it's going to depend on which market you're looking at, like which trading pair, the market conditions, just so many different things. That percentage is going to vary, but generally, it's a high probability that that pattern finishes with a break to the upside. Not definite, just high probability. So let's just do it this way. So yeah, so sort of doubling that up with, there's a general expectation of a bullish July, I think, isn't there? That so if I switch to the monthly for a second, obviously we're in July. Yay, July the 1st. Happy 1st of July. So June, of course, was an extremely bearish month. Not the most bearish we've seen recently. That was probably that one. That was November last year. Big old reaction to the all-time high. We celebrated by plummeting to the downside. Yay! But in any case, June was pretty bearish, rather. Was I saying bullish all the way through? I can't remember. Anyway, June was pretty bearish, and July so far, we're only in the first day, so there's potentially going to be a bit more downside there. But in any case, we could well expect to see a bit of maybe a bit more of that, but then that within the month, which would be nice. How high up that goes is a question. So just based on these two horizontal lines that happen to be there, it might reach there, which is just so 69.1 ish, or maybe just 68 point something or other. So in any case, there's that. I think after that, there's going to be downside anyway. So whatever we see in July, it's going to be a relief rally. It's not the end of the process though. So if I switch to, I'll try and zip through this particular chart pattern quite quickly, because we obviously see quite a lot of this when it's going to hide that per sec. And so I've had to also maybe take out the February trade, maybe. Yeah, we should. Okay, yeah. So oh, that's actually better on the weekly if we do show it there. So yeah, on here then we've essentially got. Oh, sorry, one thing before I forget. Let's put the comments on. So yeah, essentially on this then, I keep meaning to adjust that so it says 40%, but in any case, we've had each of these drops from the all-time high, 36, 38, predicted 40 to be the next sequence, and some number to the upside in between. So, but this is still in the middle of its drop, 40%, which would bring it down to just under 50k. But that said, if this is like the final sort of capitulation to the downside, which would bring us into like September, October, probably September, for the bear market bottom, then it might actually drop further than that. But in any case, we're still, as long as we're doing this, let's delete that one. We're still kind of on course for that drop. There was this kind of order block thing that's ruined there. Just from that, really, price kind of dipping into it, and then it was support down at this level during that price accumulation. Excuse me, order accumulation along there. So the price could sort of dip into this block, which begins at around about 55.7, and it could find fuel from doing that to the upside. So we could see July start with, well, let's use that. Yeah, we can be eco-minded about this and just recycle your chart scribbles for the planet. So, so with that one, obviously we're in July right now, so I guess it'd be that. So we could see the price kind of dip down into here, find fuel, and pump to the upside. As long as it's kind of above where it began, then that's going to count as a bullish month. Is how it works, So I guess it's on the weekly now, isn't it? So it'd be the next one over in any case. Probably more like that. That's not going to work. I'm going to delete that. Forget about the recycling thing. It's going to draw that in. So blah blah blah. This might still have room to drop down into that order block, some distance down. Who knows? And then kind of like launch to the upside, something like that. It's meant to be for the rest of July. Bring that over. Where's July? There, end of July, and something along those lines, up to wherever, as long as it's above where the month started, which it won't have to go up very high to enable that. But you'd want it to be kind of some significant amount. That will even look a bit like various things, obviously depending how the month plays out. But it could end up looking like a V-shaped reversal. It could end up looking like a kind of continuation pattern, bear flag to the downside. Does that, which would suggest that. Could end up looking like lots of other things, but that's the danger. We just get a bear flag forming, and i.e. continuation to the downside, and that the formation of that relief rally will be what's essentially kind of, it'll be duping many people, I think, into thinking, yeah, we're going to go much more to the upside, and but then, yeah, July might finish or lead into August with kind of a collapse to the downside. So we'll see. So let's click a thing. Okay, and so that's that. Let's go on to. Should we go to a lower time frame?
Yeah,
see.
Sure.
Okay. Reset. Let's go to maybe actually like total whiplash. Go from the weekly to the 12-minute. Oh, and bring Quadzilla back as well. So I think. Okay. Oh, there's some rather nice super ups playing out actually on the 12-minute. That one is very nice. I caught that little minor pump, and this one is pretty good. Although to be fair, it was like more on that really. But so that maybe fired a little bit early. But in any case, there was a lovely move to the upside when it got going, yeah. Okay, so what's the general sort of consensus? Because I think looking at that, that's obviously a oh yeah, there's lots of touch points along there, so we'll do that. That's a potential place for the price to at least very short term kind of bounce to. I suspect if the price does get back up, if it does something like that, it'll probably reject off that, I would think. On the plus side, it does have, so that you can just about see that bullish retracement level there kind of played out very nicely, so that it's step 3 where it's expecting the price to come back up. It did, but it didn't really continue to the upside. It just kind of plopped to the downside. But it did start to paint out a new retracement level with another step 3. So when that happens on the step 3, if that had just happened, probably do that like this just to show it where it just happened. So like just here, so that the price came down, it kind of dropped below the step 2 of the bullish retracement level. So we've got like the up, then the down, then we'd expect an up, and ideally a move to further to the upside. Excuse me. So what's the step to the right thing? Oh, shift and whatever. Okay, try that. Okay, yeah. Further downside. So it certainly wasn't like in the first candle that it moved to the upside. There was a lot of downside. So that in itself suggests that the reversal is going to be a bit on the weak side, I think. Starts to happen to come back up. We actually got a lot of that happening there as well. There was excuse me, sorry, I keep coughing loudly right into the microphone. I apologize, especially people listening on headphones. It must be awful. So it's because I've been talking all morning, just doing that recording. So anyway, okay, yeah, started to paint a bearish retracement as well, which also is quite telling that this isn't the price it really wanted to kind of move to the upside very much. But when it did, it started to come up eventually. Should speed that up a bit. I thought it was right away when it came back up. Come on. Okay, now, so yeah, it had that strong wick to the downside and rejection, which kind of suggested a reversal just there after that. When it's a strong downward move, wick, rejection, and then the next candle is bullish, especially when the next candle is bullish, that's it. You can kind of tell it's a reversal. And also, of course, that candle moved above the 9 EMA and closed above it. So in any case, it's coming up towards this step 3. So you would hope at that point that the price will just smash up through that, maybe head up to that line, because it's marking the top of that reversal. It's wicked above it. So you think, oh, is that it? That's weak. So, and sure enough, next candle, down. So you can instantly sort of tell it only did that, and that was kind of a indecision type of candle as well. So you'd be seeing that straight away and thinking like, oh, it only really wicked above that step 3 rather than like smashing to the upside. So that's a market read in itself. It's by rights that the price should be smashing to the upside, but it's not. The bears are in control there, so kind of take note. And then sure enough, it kind of did all that, and so on. So leave. So that was that bit, and sure enough, yeah, down. But we do have this step 3 bullish retracement starting to plot as well, just there. So it's like it's sort of coming up for another attempt. And so as long as it can get up through that one, we overall have an upward trend in play. So sort of that. And so it seems fairly safe at the moment that it's not going to break down below that. It might well just kind of do pretty much what I drawn there. I suppose actually when I started to draw that, the price is all the way down there, isn't it? So it has come up. Excuse me. Again, as long as it breaks above the 12-minute, sorry, the 12, what am I saying? The 9 EMA and heads on up. But the price currently has a lot to prove, before it kind of gets up to this level. Not convinced it's going to at the moment. Just looking at the way it's going. So the first thing to prove is it closes comfortably above the 9 EMA, and then continue, and then the next candle after that is also bullish. So if I was going long from there, I'd probably want to at least see that. See it close above 9 EMA as a confirmation. Then I feel more confident the price is going to come up and to this level. And you could kind of read the market conditions at that point about what's going to happen next. So yeah, there's that. We can maybe look on the actually, yeah, maybe look on the 3-minute just to see. On here, it's looking more comfortable. Sort of short, obviously much more short-term kind of view of it now. Very similarly placed retracement level there, albeit a bearish retracement. Actually, what was the 12? That when is that? 58. Oh, I should read it. 58.939 on the 3-minute. This one is at 58.8. So not very far off at all. So that's kind of suggesting that when the price gets up to there, it's not really going to do very much. It might kind of reject, might do a similar thing as what that one did, where it just wicked above and dropped down again. So in which case it might still be just walking its way up that trend line. It might be doing something like that. Just a bit of a shallow incline. That's the only thing. It's not far off, just ranging sideways really. So, but having said that, you could view it that there's compression that's going to draw. Yeah, but at least on 30-minute, that line is steeper. So we can take that quantum of solace, as they say. So potential, price compression. What do you think? Just block, continue out there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what that one's doing. I've probably drawn that bit wrong, but that kind of a thing. But then when it hits that, wouldn't that then kind of blast? It'd be more likely to blast to the downside, I think. When it's just hitting more and more sell pressure at that point. Have I got that the right way around?
Yeah, that's all right. I'll say. What do you call that one? That's
bearish thingy-doody.
No, that's a bullish thing, isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
When it's flat on the top, I think.
Yeah, probably is. I think you're right. In which case, yay. off to the moon we go. Or might even, it's meant to be an explosive move to the upside, isn't it? So it might, that might be the thing. So again, it's probability, isn't it? But that does seem like a bullish thingamajig triangle to the upside thing. So yeah. So actually, I noticed there's a few comments. Did you get Space Catty sorted?
I did, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
I
Nice.
added him to the white list. So
the nice list. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he can write what he wants now, I think.
Oh, good. Yeah. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the comments. And might need to wrap up fairly soon, to be honest. But
okay, there is an interesting one from Scotty actually talking about his GGP thing that he likes actually.
Is it this one?
Nope.
No. Oh, don't find it.
Oh, it's yeah. But I was going to say, can you just whack up the chart for a GGP and
sure,
look at it on the 4 hour and slap
Quadzilla gold.
So what Scotty's saying is GGP going back to resetting stochastic and RSI into oversold territory. Okay, well, that coincides quite nicely with what we're seeing on Quadzilla on the 4 hour time frame. I think.
Which was green and gold? Do you have the thing?
The ticker. GGP.
Yeah, maybe just put stocks. It'll just narrow it down a bit.
It's the one right.
Great Land Resources.
There you go. Yeah, that's it. Great Land.
Oh, Greenland.
Great Land. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's Great Land, not Greenland.
Okay. So right on the do you say 4 hour?
4 hour. Yeah, that looks good. And
gosh and blimey. Okay. Yeah. So
and blimey.
If you'll pardon my I don't know, whatever you call it. Doubled up profanity. So that's amazing. So yeah, so that one. So I love the way it did that. So that it just kind of wicked up perfectly to that level. So showing that it's kind of that it's there as resistance. Bang down. Technically a higher high. It kind of broke above that, but still the sell pressure was very obviously there, and so like smashed to the downside after that. And wow, yeah, so bullish retracement there, price doink kind of to that level, and suggesting a bit of a base there.
Yeah.
As in that sort of thing. So stochastic and RSI are in oversold. Greenland gold is coming back to resetting the stock to resetting. Okay, yes, because they are both in oversold. Let's bring in the RSI. Pretty close to oversold. So I think you got a better signal there from Quadzilla than the RSI for definite. Yeah. So it's showing. So yeah, so on here the convergence band has come down. The white line is the weighted average of the 4 momentum stochastics here on this oscillator, and so the price come down into this oversold area down here, basically below 20%, and it's curving round. The red line there is the fastest moving of the 4 stochastics, and that's already curved round, being the fastest. The weighted average is weighted towards the slower moving ones. Is now itself also starting to come around, and so boom, and they are kind of in agreement with the RSI as well. So yeah, that's all looking like, especially combined then with the fact that this bullish retracement level played out pretty much to a T. So price kind of came down, wicked below it. Then in the next candle, it's coming back up. So I think you're right. do your own research, but it's just kind of looking like that at the moment, according to that chart.
If you look at it on the 1 hour as well, that's looking pretty cool.
Sure. Yeah.
What I totally forgot was this is actually on the LSE, so it's actually market's open now. It's not, you don't need to wait for 2:30.
Yeah.
So you can see on the 1 hour, it's like not quite come down to that level yet, has it? But it's not far off that 555 sort of thing.
This one, this retracement level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needed that.
Yeah. So if I just extend that level out a bit, so then kind of got about there. Yeah. Similar thing again. It's obviously it's got the actually. Where's just so we can see. So yeah, it might do a bit of that then up. It's equally possible that if it does do that and misses this retracement level altogether on the 1 hour, that in itself would be so incredibly positive, because it obviously means that, because there's that the fact that that level is there because there is market pressure to kind of bring the price to that. Is market pressure to there's liquidity and just the general, given the order book that's in place, there's general kind of tension pulling in either direction of the price that ought to bring it down to this level. So if the market pressure, that's the way around I was trying to say it, that if the market pressure is such that it doesn't even reach it just heads to the upside, then that's incredibly a strong signal. You also got this not super up even, but this green bar that's activated. We did have this trend shield to the downside, suggesting there might be further downside. So like that isn't a short signal, it's more of a whoa, hold your horses signal before going long. But that has started to fade out. You can kind of see that actually shouldn't have done that one. You can kind of see there that the vibrancy of the trend shield has started to fade, and so that means that downside pressure is easing off. So that's also a sign that we could see a sudden move to the upside. So yeah, so a lot of positivity in that chart right now. Yeah.
I think I might buy a
also
bit.
Worth considering in a rhetorical, non-financial advice sense.
Well, I do wish I wish I'd bought it when Scotty started talking about it last year, and because it's it's
hello Dave, Mr. Stonksy Trading.
Oh.
Hello, really good to see you there. We were just talking about Quadzilla and how awesome it is. And it as I mentioned before, it does work incredibly well with Stonksy. Funnily enough, they go very, very well together. So let's have a quick look at there was one. Where the hell did it go? Sorry, yeah. Ozzy, time for a swig on the sample bottle math. Yeah, should we? I think we just about got time.
Yeah, go on.
Do that. So if I find the thing.
Oh, what was that one you were? Yeah. Sorry, go on. Do your sample thing first.
Yeah, I think it's really important. But I can't find the thing. Is that the one? Yeah.
Is it herbal? Is it fresh? Heady oolong scent? What's that floating in Maff's jar today?
So today, we've got some. I was going to say it's something a little bit different, but I think I have shown this particular sample before. So it's also it's a very light color today, I'd say. But in there, floating, the floating specimen today in my special jar is it's actually cutting of lemon balm direct from the garden.
Oh,
And
nice.
so it's absolutely lovely, because I don't know if you have lemon balm growing in your garden, but like if you kind of rub the leaf, it has like this amazing kind of lemony smell to it.
Oh.
And it pervades into obviously the tea itself. It's just it's a lemony flavor tea, but nothing to do with lemons in reality. It's from the peppermint, or the mint family. So it has there's a hint of mint to it, but it's mainly lemony, and it's very, very relaxing. It makes you very chill.
I can tell.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's that. I think, as I say, I think it's really important to to cover that today. So,
anyway,
what else we got?
Yeah, Dave was talking about this Oost thing this morning on his channel.
Is it Boost? Did you say?
OUST. So it's another stock actually on the Nasdaq.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm just trying
Boost.
I don't know what they do.
Oh, it's to do with actual crypto and stuff.
Is it?
Or is it a stock?
No, it's a stock.
Oost.
What are you looking at? Oh.
My initial reaction is, oof. Mind you, already on the 1 hour, strong EMA trend to the upside. Does feel like it has a sense of maybe it's given that retracing level there, given the, I mean, okay, so it had red bars, but they have played out, because obviously there's a bit of a stretch there. The market clearly went a tad overbought, but so it rejected, but it's carried on. It hasn't just like plummeted, is it? Capitulated. It's like it's kind of still regaining strength, and the red bars have stopped playing out just there, but there is still this retracing level there. We might just come back to that later at some point, but it could. The danger is that it's going to do that down to that level, but then carry on up, because it's a bullish retracement level. One to keep in mind. There's there is also that bearish step 3 below it, which so that says like double the tug of war to the downside going on there. So worth keeping that in mind. If you have a look maybe on the 4 hour, oh, actually, that's a good question from Kaz, and also now I see why math is so chill. The secret's out there. I know. So a log. What's that floating in maths jar today? A log. Well, at least it'd be organic. Right. So, what do the stats say? That's a really good question. So that was on the 1 hour, isn't it? The stats. We ought to have a jingle for the stats. Actually, what's in Quadzilla's stats today? So stats module. Let's bring up the retracements. Stats today are high. I feel like I'm doing the weather report bit with. So we're seeing a move into the upper 90th percentile, and so there've been 93 step 1s of the bearish retracements, and 83 step 1 bullish. So in other words, the first bit when it starts plotting kind of from the arrowhead, really. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of before. So the step 1 starts before the retracement is detected and starts plotting. So that's why it doesn't give a percentage to these, because it's always going to be 100%. But so when it gets to step 2, those complete. So out of the 93, 91 of them have completed, and then the step 3, 92. So yeah, overall that's pretty good. So what it means is that 90% for the bullish, what it means, well, it means so many different things, but looking at the bullish stats, trying to remember which way around this goes now. So obviously that's, even though 90% is astonishingly high, sort of success completion stat. In other words, that the price retraced to the step 2 bit, it came back down to the step 2. So if the market is overall bullish, then that bullish step 2 tends to complete less often than the bearish, because the bearish one is saying step 2, the price is going to go up to it. So, you know, overall bullish trend, obviously that's going to complete more often. The the step 3, the lesser line, the step 3 of the bearish retracement level would complete kind of well, it's expecting the price to come back down to it and then go further down. So in a bullish trend, that completes less often than the other way around for the bullish. So that's why, I hope that makes sense. But anyway, but even though it's a bullish trend overall for the whole chart, or the whole lately charts, you know, the bullish ones play out less often than the bearish on step 2, and then flip around the other way for step 3. There you go.
Okay.
Don't repeat all of that, please.
Right. Well, that's that all cleared up.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's much more complicated to explain than what it actually is. So in any case, the upshot is the retracements are playing out lovely and nice and good on the oost on the 1 hour. So that does kind of mean that this one is very, very, very likely to be reached again, but you know, for that bullish step 2. But it might be one of those cases where the price is overall trending to the upside, so it just kind of doesn't, you know. Yeah. It's like you talk about like fine margins, really, between the percents for this, really, when it's all above 90%, you know. So, but yeah, if we look at the 4 hour on that, yeah, you can see the overall kind of do that, you know. Actually, let's go to like the daily, I think. Yeah, wow, okay, that's a price that just wants to go up, doesn't it? But that is looking a bit worryingly like a blow off top in the forming, just there. I personally wouldn't consider going long just there.
Well, obviously, what Kaz is saying here is, so if Dave wanted to get in there, there is approximately 90-ish% chance it will go back to that line. Approximately 98% chance then it will go up. Ish. Yeah. It's I think, yeah, I mean, you can view it that way. I think because technically it's a bit different, but to be honest, it's also a good way to look at it, because otherwise just do your head in trying to think about what's really happening. And it does kind of make sense, because that's kind of how you use those those probabilities, really. So it's a historical thing. I think that's probably what I'm getting at. So because it just means that so far 90% they've been 90% right, and you know, for step 2 and 98% right for step 3. But it's like past performance isn't a guarantee of future success. But you'd still very much look at that past performance as a gauge on. It's more if you're just planning a series of trades, you know. So you'd think, okay, am I going to give emphasis to the longs or the shorts in this? So, you know, you just kind of use it from that point of view. I think that's a very hedging kind of answer. I should just be a bit more, you know. Yeah, you're right. which you kind of are anyway. So
I think I've run out of things to say. Just
Well, that's
sudden
all right.
full stop. You know,
That's all right, because I know it's only a few minutes to open, but I can't really stop myself actually. So I think we should probably go actually, if that's all right with you.
So.
All
Gonna
right.
skedaddle. Yeah, get back to my recording.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've got to go out actually pronto. So thanks very much for everyone for coming along. Some good discussions and questions there, I thought, and I'm pleased that we got Space Catty back on YouTube comments. If anyone else has a problem like that, just let me know, and I can whitelist you. But I think everyone else is fairly verbose and all right. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Take care. Yeah, Adamo. See ya. Bye.
Yep.